Happy Wednesday, Saints. Good to see you all. Pastor Dave here with another weekly devotional for all the Saints, and it's going to be starting with a C.S. Lewis reading from his collected works. This one is from Mere Christianity, and it's about the wrong kind of fuel. God made us, invented us, as a man invents an engine. A car is made to run on petrol, and it would not run properly on anything else. Now God designed the human machine to run on himself. He himself is the fuel our spirits were designed to burn, or the food our spirits were designed to feed on. There is no other. That's why it's just no good asking God to make us happy in our own way without bothering about religion. God cannot give us a happiness and peace apart from himself because it is not there. There is no such thing. That is the key to history. Terrific energy has been expended, civilizations built up, excellent institutions devised, but each time something goes wrong. Some fatal flaw always brings the selfish and cruel people to the top, and it all slides back into misery and ruin. In fact, the machine conks. It seems to start up all right and runs a few yards, and then it breaks down. They're trying to run it on the wrong juice. That is what Satan has done to us humans. So when you go to the gas station, how much attention do you pay to the different kinds of gasoline there? I learned this a little bit more importantly when I was spending time in Scotland because their gas stations look a little different and their cars don't run on quite the same mixtures of gas that ours do. And they call it, of course, petrol instead of gasoline. But if you put the wrong kind of gas into a vehicle, it's going to be bad news. Have you ever put diesel into an engine that didn't take it? Or put regular unleaded into an engine that needed diesel? You probably had a disaster on your hands pretty quickly. And that's simply the way it is. The machine is designed to use a certain kind of fuel, and if you give it anything else, it doesn't work. At the very best, it just won't go. And at the worst, it will probably explode and cause damage and cause harm. But that's the way it is. You can't ask the machine to run on something else. You can't be upset at the machine for failing to use the wrong kind of fuel when you give it the wrong kind of fuel. And Lewis is saying that this is just how human beings are. That we're designed to get our energy from God. We're designed to understand who we are and how we are supposed to live by looking at God, by paying attention to God, by following God's guidance. And when we don't do that, things break down. Things blow up. Problems, disasters, explosions. And we see that, as Lewis says over and over, in different societies. The further they get from God, the more problematic they are. Well, it's the same in our own individual lives too. And we should be paying close attention, I think, to what kind of fuel we are trying to run on. Many of us will try to use relationships to find our energy and our fulfillment and our happiness in a romantic relationship or a friendship or in our family. Many of us will try to find it in our work, in our jobs. We think that we have a purpose and when we get our sense of being and self-worth from what we do. Many of us might find it in creature comforts, in material things, in good food, in good music, all sorts of ways that we can try to feed our souls. And many of these things are good. Many of these things are God-given gifts that we're intended to enjoy, but they're not intended to take God's place in our hearts. They're not intended to take that highest position and to give us the sort of fuel that we need in order to move forward. Only God can do that. So friends, think about it this week. Where are you getting your gas? Are you pumping it from the right tank? And if not, how can you change your direction and make sure that you are getting your fuel from God? That's your devotional for this week, Saints. I hope it's helpful, and I hope that you all are having a good week. I'll talk to you again soon. Take care. God bless you.